Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Marooned on Triton. Last time we got drones built, we started getting more drones printed and building up our army for battle. I think we might be about ready to, well, head off to that battle. Yeah, and all that entails. You know, for being trapped on a inhospitable ice planet, this place really has sort of turned into home. Feeling a little sentimental, I guess. But, no matter. This is a personal vendetta at this point. I need to go and deal with those Buddybots. Let's get some power at my lovely lounge. And then think through what we need. So, I managed to print off the final drones. So the carrier is now full. Guess we should head to that and plan from there. Yeah, so I have lines upon lines of drones ready to go. All with their angry little faces, which I thought were supposed to turn off, but I guess I messed that up. Did I put a gun over here? Yes, I did. What else might I need? So I've got an antenna so I can contact the drones. Know what? Did I set these up? This is gonna show me everything. Here. Let's unlock that momentarily, so I can look at this without seeing every drone on the ship. Yeah, so I have the offensive controller block, which tells the drone to, well, offensivate. Flight, which allows it to fly. And then the basic block, which allows it to follow me. I have the ability with this system, I can have it follow a home. With that home, these are all my GPS points. With this home, if I had a beacon on board here, I could have this fellow follow a beacon and stay with the carrier. But I don't know if that's strictly necessary, because I can also tell it to follow me. If I set the distance correctly, there's not going to be a point where the carrier is off somewhere, I'm not on it, and I need the carrier defended. At least I don't think there will be. That's another thing I need to do. I started this process, but I need to actually connect the survival kit up to everything below. That way, I can use this to do any manufacturing I may need to do. So I'll need pipes. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, I think I have enough stuff to start this process. Will this do the job? Oh, I have enough stuff to build it. That's convenient. Okay. Are we pressurized? No. Well, I'm gonna take it that that means this here is not an airtight seal. So that's not ideal. Well, I guess that leaves me the option of one of these. Can I build it? Yes. So that should be airtight. Yep. Doesn't look great, but maybe I can fix that with one of these. And now outside here, maybe I stick a panel on that side. Convenient. Can stick that up there. Still looks kind of doofy, but whoa. Okay, I guess I'll look at it from outside. Yeah, I mean it, you know, only looks about as doofy as the rest of this ship, so I think that works. Now, maybe for here, just for a little detail, stick one of these caps that I can't actually build. The actual pipes, I guess I can use one of these down here. Then, yeah, I should just be able to, well, if I had the bits, I could run a tube all the way to here, connect up, and that'll work. Let's go get a bunch of pipe parts. That's odd. How did that get there? Oh. Well, I guess it's gone from reality. Now we just replace this with one of the little T-bits. And boom. So now not only will this thing... I thought I had more lights out here. So not only will this now recharge energy, but I'll be able to refill my hydrogen from it as well when I have, you know, ice on board and fuel and such. And I can use this to do any basic production needs, which means if I get in a real pinch, I could, out in the field, build up a full-on assembler and full-on refinery and all that stuff, and, you know, essentially fully rebuild a base out somewhere else. Though I really hope that doesn't happen. Oh, I think I just realized what I should put here instead. Why am I using a basic old conveyor? If I stick a cargo container here, I can actually use it for any, you know, cargo access up on the deck if I have to repair a drone or something. And as an added benefit, I can stick a light on top of it. It's not perfect, but I think this is pretty well set up at this point. Now, let's get in here and maybe do some controls. Ooh. Yeah, that's a pretty intimidating appearance. All those green drones sitting there. Well, white drones with green lights on them. Okay. There's so much on here now. What do I want to do? I have this timer block. Maybe I build a second one. I want some way to, from this hotbar, launch the drones. Now I'm thinking I should do that. I need something that disconnects their connector. Or actually, hold on. Now that they're on here, because these are the primarily automated drones, if I go in, I think they have event controllers. Motion. There's an event controller. Yes. So the connector event controllers are all of their, well, event controllers from when they connect to the ship or disconnect. So if I go into this one, we can look and see. Yeah, it does a whole bunch of stuff that's real good. I could set on here. Oh god. I'm gonna have to do this individually for each drone, I think. But if I set up on here, when they disconnect, it automatically turns on their flight AI controller and either their offensive controller, or for the two sort of defense drones I plan to do, turns on the basic controller. So my thought with that, the basic controller is going to be for the drones, right? I don't actually know what I'm doing. No. I think I want them all to be offensive. And what I'll do, maybe I'll set up the connectors in groups. So these two drones on the end here, these are what I'm sort of designating the defensive drones. These are the two I plan to launch if I am attacked en route and need to, well, defend myself. So I'll have their connectors on a thing. I can launch the two drones to go and do their thing. Then all these other drones, maybe the three, maybe this point one goes out too. But all these other drones, the 10 sort of mainline drones, I will launch them when I actually get to the base, when it's time for the full assault. So I shouldn't actually need to do too much setup, at least too much complex setup here. All I need to do is have my two connector groups that I can control from here, and then have all the drones set up to use their AI stuff as soon as they disconnect. Which does mean I'm going to have to do these individually. Oh boy. That should be everything set up now. Now let's go and do our groups. So, if we look at connectors, we'll narrow it down a bit, but it'll only do so much because of all of these. Okay. So I renamed these three D1, 2, and 3 for defense. So we'll call that defensive drone launch. All of those and this one should be my 10 offensive drones. So save that as a group. Now, if I go to my groups, I can have unlock for those and unlock for those. So what should happen with this, if I hit number 8 on the hotbar, I can launch my 3 defensive drones. They will take off, the AI targeting will kick in, they'll go after whatever enemy is nearby, hopefully. Then, when it's time for the full battle, I hit number 9, or number 8 and 9 if I have defensive drones left, and launch everything. So, that should work. That plus, I have all of my, well, all 4 of the Gatling turrets, which, yeah, we'll have set to 800. I don't think I want them targeting stations. Maybe I'll change that, because I think there were defensive bunker-looking things I'd scouted out. Can't remember. I'm pretty sure there were. But maybe we'll have them targeting weapons. Yeah, that should all be good. Essentially, I want these Gatling turrets to work as air defense. So, if a drone or enemy gets too close, they will start firing and hopefully take it out before it takes me out or does any meaningful damage. Well, that's all this set up then. I can do some of the other stuff as I need to. I think now we're to the point of loading up and I guess cutting our mooring and heading off. I'll need to get rid of this piston thing at some point. Yeah, that's... I might be able to leave it, but the wheels may be a little tricky. And actually, that reminds me. Before I shove off, I should probably set these wheels up correctly if I haven't already, which I might have. I don't know. No, I've not. So, I think 15 will be good. I want to set these up so that I can steer correctly, and with 10 wheels, I essentially want these middle two to do no steering. The next ones along either side will steer a little bit, and then these outer ones will steer more. I'm kind of just doing this by feel. I have no idea the actual, like, mathematical best thing to do. I'm sure that has to do with, like, how far apart the wheels are and, you know, the length of the vehicle and all that junk, but that should work enough that I can move the thing. And again, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because it's on ice, so I guess I should probably also, let's go pretty high friction because of the ice and a lower speed limit. My idea there is I don't want this thing to, you know, flip or crash or spin out of control or any other number of things that tend to happen to me on vehicles in ice. So, high wheel friction should help it, you know, grip better. Then lower speed will hopefully keep me from doing anything too brash with it. My main hope is that the weight and size of the vehicle will help keep it stable, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to put everything I learned about ice road trucking to keep this thing upright and functional, I think. Alright, well, whoop. I think what I should do here, guess the ice miner is probably best suited for this job. While I've got that connector, I want to transfer as much stuff from the base. Speaking of, how much ammo did I make? 107. Is that all the magnesium I have? No, it's not. Right, it's still not through processing all the stuff I got. In fact, it's not even fully emptied the miner. So, we do have ice as well. Yeah, we've got plenty of magnesium. I think what I want to do is essentially transfer everything. Let's maybe produce some more bullets. Whole lot more. I probably can't make all those, but we'll see what we get. So, my idea is I want to transfer as much material from the ship, or from the base, up to the carrier. But I don't think I want, you know, steel plates and stuff. I want the raw resources. So I think I load up this with ammo and everything else I can kind of carry and fit in it. take that to the carrier, load it up, and then I should be good to set off with knowing that I'll have the resources I'll need to keep things running once I'm out and away. I should have probably had this on production before now, because I'm producing... Producing magnesium, but it's slow. What do I have on the back of... Oh! I have nothing on the back of this thing. I betcha we can stick some speed modules on there. 'Cause at this stage, I don't think I really care about the amount I get out. And also, I don't know... Actually, I think I have some superconductor components, so... I don't have gold, but I have probably enough to at least make a few yield modules. I don't think I need any of that stuff. I don't need that many computers. Oh, right. That's the auto-sorty thing. Let it chew on those for a while, and there we go. Now we should be getting some magnesiums. Sort of. I mean, it's not moving slow, but I think the ammo is, taking more than I'm producing still. Maybe we do a second trip just for ammunition. First, let's go ahead... If I just fill a container full of iron... maybe not quite that much. So, 100,000 iron, 30,000 nickel, 30,000 silicon, which doesn't fit, 30,000 silicon, maybe 2,000 cobalt. I shouldn't need any silver. Could bring these missiles. Don't think I need any of these junk spare tools. I do want an entire cargo container full of ice, for sure. You know, I could probably use some coffee, so... Bring that along. Go ahead and throw what Gatling ammo we have in there. Oh, I probably... Let's look at what other stuff we have on board. Okay, so that's a full load minus... I don't think I can put bullets in the drills now. Can load stuff in the connector, which is now full. I'm probably on my personal inventory. Gonna want some bottles. So those could be handy. Well, that's a start. Oh, right. I'm very heavy, that's why I can't move. So, we'll go load up all this stuff, see how much ammo we get, and... I don't know, maybe I sleep through the night, and... I want to at least set out when it's, you know, morning. And if it's morning already, maybe I go ahead and set out. Oh, and morning it is. Ooh. Do I want to wait for magnesium, or do I just go? I mean... That's 200 containers of ammo. I have no idea how much I'll need. Because if I can get by without having to defend myself too much, I may be alright, but I really think I want to go with as much as possible. I mean, the sun is just coming up, which means now would be a good time to go. I wonder if I can put magnesium in the basic refinery I've got on board. Oh, which I don't have on board, right. I have a survival kit, and I don't think that can do magnesium. Maybe I go ahead and build a basic refinery. Well, let's go ahead and dump into the cargo containers. So, yeah, I've got a whole bunch on here, so I'll have plenty of room for all this stuff. Let's see if there's a convenient spot to stick a refinery. I mean, I could just put it off that. That may be the easiest spot. I don't know what ores a basic refinery can do. I'd assume magnesium is one. Yeah, let's do it. My idea here is, at the very least, I can basically, instead of producing all the ammo in the base down there, I can bring the magnesium with me, refine it on the go, and then I'm producing ammo as I drive. Again, I shouldn't have any power issues because of the amount of batteries I have and the fact that I can drill as I travel for ice to run the engines. Everything going as it should, I ought to be okay. Well, it looks like the refineries chewed through most of the magnesium on the base. Well, that did go a little quicker than I thought it would. Now, I don't have a ton in the way of ammo. I don't think I was ever going to be producing that full 1,000 from what I had. I guess we just let it finish. Might be done by the time I dock up the ice miner. Get all this torn down. And let's do that now. I'll just ferry the remaining ammo by hand, which might be a huge mistake. Let's get docked up. At the very least, I can take any magnesium that I have, even if it's not refined yet, and again, still refine or still produce the ammo en route. I guess it's probably good to have a refinery, even if I don't think I'll need it, because I may not, I may end up needing it anyway, and it would be a lot quicker than having to start from just basic survival kit building. Granted, that's all dependent on finding ores on the ice anyway, which shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, that's where all the ores have been. But yeah, it's not like I'm taking the mining machine with me as well. So, how much magnesium? It's done refining it. If I dump everything in there, dump some nickel in so that it doesn't have to keep refilling all that stuff. Where's it getting magnesium from? Did it resort? Oh, yep, there's some in that connector. There's still some in that connector. Why is it going into the connector? I don't know. Stop it. Oh, I guess because this is so full with other stuff. Here, take some of that. Oh no, I think this connector's set to pull stuff. I don't know where that is. It's probably on a mining machine and the system broke. Well, that's all the ammo I'm getting. I mean, that's a fair shake of it. Should I take? I don't think I'll need that pistol. If it comes to it, I can produce a pistol of my own en route still. And frankly, I don't think those super advanced ones are all that useful. So they've got like a 3-shot burst, which is handy, but I don't know, if I'm gonna go for anything, I'd rather just go for a rapid fire rifle at this point. I think that's the best option I've got for drone taken down. I don't think I'll be going up against... Ooh. Yeah, I'd not thought about that. I assume all this is automated. What if there are people there? What if the Buddybot HQ isn't abandoned like everything else? I've kind of been assuming that the entire thing is automated, but... Well, I guess I should be ready for anything. Okay, maybe I made a mistake deciding to ferry this by hand. Oh, made a mistake in missing the ramp. Granted, I guess it would be a bit overkill to do the miner just for this, and at this point I think bringing any vehicle out of the base would be kind of a bit overkill. Let's stow one of our hydrogen bottles away up there. That should allow me a few more boxes. I guess once I launch... Yeah, it's a good thing, kind of a sad thing. I won't be smacking myself into stuff with the jetpack anymore. Kind of gotten used to it. Now, how much ammo do I have? I mean, it's filling up a bunch of random places now. Bunch has gone into the turrets. All the guns are loaded for all the drones. Though the Gatling turrets on the drones aren't loading. Let's do that manually. Maybe all that ammo I made isn't as much as I thought I made. I don't know how many bullets are in each box. Never counted. It does make me wonder if I should pull the ammo out of the base, too. And I'll definitely take it out of whatever that is. We'll leave each one with 4 boxes. That should be enough if anything wanders by that it can defend itself, but and hopefully with me on the move, all the attention will be drawn to me. I won't risk the base itself being attacked. I mean, they've not launched any sort of full-scale assault, so I assume either they don't know where I am, or they aren't worried about that sort of thing and assume I'll either die out on the ice or eventually leave them alone. I guess I've not really, aside from a few little pokes, I've not really done much to interrupt their operations. I don't even know what their operations are aside from keeping me trapped here. Well, let's do a little bit of sorting. So if I get all the Gatling ammo into one box, maybe load up everything with as much ammo as it can take. We'll see exactly how much we have extra, which so far I believe is looking pretty good. Now I think, yeah, these can each take 4. Might as well give them as much fire time as possible. Ooh, there are a lot of Gatling guns. Okay. So that's every gun loaded to as full as it can get. We have 425 extra extra cases. I think that'll be pretty good. I mean, I don't strictly know how much I'm gonna need, but if I can't do it with that and my wits, then, well, probably shouldn't be doing it at all, I guess. Let's do one last check. Yeah, so that's all the ammo. Don't have any personal magazines left. Oh, which... isn't good, because that means I don't have any magazines for my gun. Yeah, I think just for the heck of it, I will take the pistol. It was that captain person who probably had a name where I got it, and it feels symbolic to take on the enemy and avenge the death of that crew using their own weapon. So, I guess what I'll do is while I'm on the go, I can break down some of my Gatling ammo and turn it into handgun ammo. Because I do predict I'm going to need that, at the very least, when I break into the actual headquarters. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to go in on foot. Let's do one last little check up here. Maybe have the handbrake control set to on. And I think it's time to away the moorings. Okay. Here goes nothing. Maybe it is nothing. Whoop. Okay, well. Yeah, things aren't perfect yet. Let's see if... Well, we're loose. Why did the ship... Oh, I know why the ship powered down. Right. Set those to auto. Because I was no longer set up in station mode. Okay, weird things have happened. Because I was no longer in station mode, this stopped working, which... Ow. Meant that I didn't have power. Why are all the... Stop that. Don't know why all the thrusters turned on. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah, that'll probably cause problems later. Let's get all the bits from this. Might as well. I think we're ready to set off. Okay. Handbrake off. Okay, the wheels don't work. Why do the wheels not work? Because the wheels are off. Now the wheels work. Oh boy. This is it. Off on the open ice. Destination Buddybot HQ. And with that, I think we're going to end today's episode. It's been a longer time than I thought coming, but we're on the move. In our battle carrier, drones armed and ready. It's go time, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to become a member with that member button, wherever that member button lives. And until next week, bye-bye.